a couple more speakers, and then we'll be happy to take your questions. One of the great advocates for causes not just involving these issues that we address today, but people who need expanded rights and opportunities all over this city is our next speaker. She has been quite dynamic and quite articulate at the epicenter of many of these struggles, and most of them have been won, and not without the great assistance, the help, and the steadfast and earnest participation of the Speaker of the New York City Council, Christine Quinn.
Thank you, Governor Paterson. Let me first just start by recognizing my City Council colleagues who are with me today, Councilmember Gail Brewer, the other member of the Lesbian Caucus, Councilmember Rosie Mendez, who always votes unanimously, right, Rosie? Councilmember John Liu, Councilmember Dan Garodnick, Councilmember Robert Jackson, Councilmember Bill de Blasio, and Councilmember Jessica Lappin. So thank you all for being with us today. First, Danny and Tom, I just want to thank you for what you've done, and I know what you will do over the months ahead. It is not easy walking through the floors of a legislature or from room to room to colleagues and being the only one or one of few of a community asking other people to do something. It's actually quite difficult. And both of you have done that with tremendous dignity, with grace, and with bravery that has already prevailed in the Assembly and I know will prevail in the Senate. So I am just so proud of the both of you and so proud to be able to call you brothers in the struggle on this issue. So thank you both very, very much. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, for your continued support on this issue and your commitment to go to Albany whenever Danny and Tom say you're needed up there on this matter. Governor Paterson, I wish there was a stronger or better phrase than thank you, but thank you. This, as I was standing next to you, and I've stood next to you and others at many a press conference, I was noticing how differently I felt, how my heart was racing, blood was pounding, and how realized this is the most thrilling press conference I've ever been at. It is, if I think back in my life, beyond my wildest dreams, that I would stand at a press conference next to the governor of my state, next to the mayor of my city, and have both of those individuals pledge their full support for me and my family, to say publicly in front of the state, this has to happen, that the laws have to change to make LGBT families fully recognized. Something that not long ago was less than a dream. It seemed so impossible. We now have the governor of our state not saying, I'm for this, which would be great, saying, I am going to make this happen, and I'm going to make it happen soon. I've always been proud to be a New Yorker, and there are many great days that made me proud to be a New Yorker. But this will certainly be on the list of those days that have made me proud to be a New Yorker. And you know, and one thing I know about New York, and I know the governor and the mayor and everyone else here knows this, New Yorkers love their neighbors. They love their city. They love their state. And New Yorkers don't want their neighbors treated differently than they are. New Yorkers don't look at me and my partner and say they're different, they deserve less. New York is a state that was built and blazed on the idea that people should have equality and be treated the same. So that minority of people who have become too vocal and too listened to, there's a simple question. Look me in the eye and really tell me I deserve less. Look me in the eye and tell me that Kim and I aren't a family, that we don't struggle every day, that we don't pay taxes, that we don't work every day for this city. No one can look me or her in the eye and tell us that, because it is not true. And today begins the step forward to make the lie of the law in New York State go away, and to make the lie of the marriage law in our city evaporate, and to make our laws ones that are truthful, that recognize every family as equal, and affirm the love and commitment and struggle that unites all of our families. And as thrilling as today is, and it is, I am energized and excited because I know very soon there will be a press conference that is more thrilling. A press conference when the governor gets to put pen to paper and sign the bill that Danny and Tom and everyone behind me and everyone who has gone on before me brought to the reality of New York State. So thank all of you, and particularly thank you, Governor Paterson, for standing up for what's right, for standing up for me and my family, and standing up for New York as a place that is about equality and fairness.
Well, thank you, Speaker. Thank you. That was wonderful. It really was.